A lot of people seem to think that when you turn vegan, like all of the comfort food that you love is just going to go out the window and you're going to be living on broccoli and kale or something. Like, and that's just really not true. So, I've got a fairly standard family. They like the classic family favourites. Macaroni cheese is a big one in our house. So, I'm making macaroni cheese tonight. I'm doing a vegan version. So I'm just going to share like some of the things that I would like substitute in for the normal like kind of cheese sauce that you would use. So I've got like 3 different types of spread here. I obviously don't use all of them in the white sauce, but I'm just showing you like what the options are out there. So like you've got, this is just like a Tesco baking block. It's like it's the Tesco own brand equivalent of Stalk. So like this is completely vegan friendly, and you can, it's really good in baking, but I've used it like in a pinch for a white sauce as well. Or you've got Vitalite dairy free. I tend to use this as a spread, but you know there's no reason that you can't cook with it either. That's perfectly good. That's pretty a good alternative. And there's also Flora dairy free. This is the one I tend to have in the fridge most of the time. So this is the one that I almost always use. If you see, it's like a vegan seed blend. So yeah, so like what I'll do is I'll just use equal quantities of that and just normal plain flour. And that's how I start the roux. So obviously I melt the spread first, and then add the flour to it. And then like milk wise, I mean there's loads of really good like plant-based milks out there. I tend to either have soya milk or oat milk. I prefer oat milk. I think it's a more neutral flavour. I happen to have soya today because my boyfriend's trying to move off dairy milk and he thought he'd buy this and he really hates it. So I've ended up with it and I'm just going to use it in a white sauce. But my favourite plant-based milk is that one. It's like the whole version. It's really good. Like I love this milk. And then like there's, you know, if you wanted to make a cheese sauce, so there's some like really good like vegan cheeses out there, like Violife do like a Parmesan version. This is a cheddar version. They do like a Mediterranean one and a mozzarella-y sort of one. So there's like loads of options on that. If you want to, what I tend to do is I tend to grate this over the top. I add like a little bit into the sauce, but I tend to grate this over the top. I tend to actually use their Parmesan version in the sauce because I just think it just gives it a richer cheese flavour. And also like these yeast flakes are like really good for adding cheesiness to sauces. So I'll add like a couple of tablespoons of that in, like maybe slightly more. I'll just do it to taste. I also tend to add like mustard into, so like a Dijon mustard or an English mustard into my cheese sauce. Both of those are vegan, that's no problem. And then like if you wanted to do some variation, so sometimes if I'm making more of like a pasta bake rather than, I know macaroni cheese is a pasta bake, but you know what I mean, like if I'm making more of like a savoury pasta bake, I won't just use like milk. So maybe I'll use some like stock, so that's like vegan bouillon. That's like a really nice vegan bouillon. Or if I wanted to make like a richer cheese sauce, so like I wanted it to be more creamy, then the same company like Oatly that do the oat milk, they also do like a single cream, which is a really awesome. I really like this actually, and in fact we had a dinner party back in December and we didn't have any cream to go with the pudding, so we just gave people this and they were like, oh actually it's just as nice as normal cream, like I would totally replace this with cream. So I really recommend this. So yeah, that's sort of what I would do to make a vegan white sauce. That's what I'm going to be doing tonight, and I just wanted to say that you don't have to give up your comfort food at all if you go vegan. Like you can pretty much substitute everything that you want out for vegan like versions of it. So give it a try. You might like it.